Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Knickknack Crew. I'm back. Still got all my lovely nails. But I was asked let me get this out of the way. Yeah, okay, okay. Y'all can't see that. All right. Okay. I was asked to give a detailed video of the little notebook that I've made for my solo RPG. Uh, First, the notebook that I use, you can get it at Dollar General. They come in a pack. Um, it comes in a pack of three, $2. You can get these at Dollar General, or you can get any little notebook. These are past notebooks that I've used for solo RPG. So you can literally just get a little notebook. Now, when it comes to the information that is inside the notebook, um, the information that's inside, I usually for the first page, I usually write down what is it going to be about, what is this notebook is used for, the cafe. So the beginning of my solo RPG is my character's journal. This is a magical shop. At the end of this journal, the owner will ask if you want to own the shop or will become a manager to continue to be a worker. Now, I decided that when I want to end the story of like as you could tell, I am open ended. I am super open. I do not like numbers, even when it comes to time crunch. Like you can put a limit to this. I decided not to. I decided to turn this into a whole year, maybe at the end of the year, or even past the year. Maybe I want to continue on with it. Um, so with this little journal, I decided that to really give a detailed of how I did this journal is I'm going to make a new journal. So we're going to make a solo RPG together. How's that? We're going to make a solo RPG together. So first off, I pick out what journal I'm going to use, and what little notebook I'm going to use for this one. And I'm thinking about using this one. So we're going to maybe use this one, or I have this one that is really cute. And the idea of what I'm going to be using this solo RPG, I've I've been wanting to do this, so we're gonna do it together. Me and you, 100%. We're gonna make a no numbers, only but rolls solo RPG. Okay, we're gonna do it together. So, what I would normally do, the way I started this solo RPG, I needed a theme. So I am thinking this notebook is going to be for the cozy researcher. Cozy researcher slash observer. Now we're gonna write, what are you gonna do? What is it that you feel that you're gonna do? So what I'm gonna put is you are the researcher hired by a anonymous, let's say you're the researcher of an anonymous Um, rich guy, rich guy, rich man named. What we gonna name him? We're gonna name him John Static. His name is John Static. In his in his goal of understanding the strange creatures. The strange. And we're going to put cryptics. Cryptics of the world. Your goal. Your goal is to either observe observe interview observe or interview. Now this is going to come into play when we make a flip, so I'm going to underline we're going to underline interview, observe, gather materials, gather materials. So that is the main thing of your character of what they are going to do. So you need a main thing of what they're going to do. So my character is going to observe, interview, gather materials. Okay? So so this is how, and so after that you are to keep a journal. To keep your journal of your research. I'm probably not even spelling this right. It's okay. You are to keep. Don't worry about spelling in this. Okay, you are to keep a journal of your research. You may use the internet, articles, and what have you. To debunk some their own findings I'm sorry, guys. Their own findings and or add new facts that you have discovered. Okay, so cozy researcher slash observer. You are the researchers hired by an anonymous rich man named John Static in his goal of understanding the strange cryptics of the world. Your goal is to either observe, interview, gather materials. You are to keep a journal of your research. You may use the internet, books, or articles to debunk some of their own findings and or add new facts that you have discovered. Bam. We got the beginning of our solo RPG. We got the goal. We got the name. We got that. All right. So now here comes the fun part, making the tables. Now, there are so many ways that you could do this. Okay. The easiest way that I've realized is from the first journal. I did it this way where I had my the dice that I'm going to use, which is a D20. This is oh this is a D20. Okay. So this is a D20 that you can use and you'll roll it and each section you will roll for. So I will roll a D20 for the mood of the customer, and then I roll a D20 for the order. Then I roll a D20 for the shop atmosphere, and then I roll a D20 for the random event. So that's how I did it here. Okay. So that's how I did it for like that. And how I but you can make this even simpler. You can make this simple. You could do a D20. We're going to do a D20. We need 20 choices. Okay. So the first thing we're going to say is the location. All right. We're going to put location. Now, here is your thought process when you're making something like this. Do you want this to be a fictional place? Do you want this to be realistic? Like, get actual locations from places all over the world. You now have a whole plethora of locations. You can make up names of locations. You can use locations that are on the regular world map. Okay. So, what you'll do is you will put, I'm just going to put D20, right? I'm going to put D20. Just let me remind myself of what dice I'm going to use. All right. Okay. And then we will put just the numbers: one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here we go. Put another D20 and it's 16. And write it down. We got that. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. And then you could do that. Let's put a little Y right here. And then we're going to put extras. I like to put a section for extras just in case I have literally written about all these locations. You could go to a location. All right. But it doesn't have to be an actual name of place. We could put woods, a lake, um, dirt road. Some cryptics can be found on a dirt road. Abandoned building. Someone's backyard. Let's put a cave. Um, a cemetery. You know, put cemetery, a library, old train station. What else can we put? A child's closet. Okay, we could do that. What else can we put? We put foot woods. Let's see. A riverbank. Let's see. What else? Hmm. A dark alley. A hiking trail. Um, a restaurant. Um, junkyard. Let's see what else. What else can we think of? Junkyard. A coal mine. Old coal mine. But that's literally how I would think of locations of then these are open-ended locations. You could then go into depth of what state this is, what's the town like. You go into like the people, how are they acting. You can even put a gas station. You can literally keep on going with these um open-ended. I am very open-ended. I love to think. I am a writer. So, well, I mean, I'm an amateur writer. So I literally think of where would I find a cryptid? Like, I'm pretty sure everybody, it's about to be Halloween season. It's about to be the Halloween season. I'm pretty sure y'all can think of anything from under the bed. Yeah, under the bed. Like, this literally gets, these locations literally jumps out to me of what I can write. Like, I can literally write about under the bed. That's a really good one. Um a secret room. So yeah, so I if you do want to make your own solo RPG and you want to like just make it as simple as possible, this is how I do it. I think of open-ended areas where I can add in as much or as little as I want. These are literally jump at me locations that I can um just go off the rails. Like, I am researching inside of a old castle that's in Scotland, and they state that there is a cryptic of old culture that lives under the bed of one of the duke's beds that has been decrepitated for years. And I'm there to observe and maybe even interview. So we got the location. Now, another thing is we stated that we were going to observe, interview, gather, or materials. Now, you can literally then write a, so that is a D, let's see, one, two, three, four. So we got four. This is just so that you can't think of anything to write, and you need a little bit of a guide or anything. So this is a D4. And what does a D4 looks like, mind you? Oh my gosh. Let us find out. Okay. This is a D4. So I'm going to put a D4 in there. For what am I going to do? What I'm going to do on my research. So I'm going to put my research, or my goal. We're going to put my goal of this, and this is literally what I'm going to do. We're going to put a D4, draw the line, draw the line there, and then we're going to put one, two, three, four. Okay, so we're going to either observe, interview, observe, interview. It's just three. Do we have a D3? I think we got a D3. Nope, we only got about a D4. Okay, so we're going to observe, interview, gather materials. What's another thing that we can do, you guys? Hmm. Maybe we could purify. Oh, solve. Yeah, we're going to purify. Okay, we're going to purify. That is like solving an issue, solving a problem. Well, what type of problems can we solve? You might add. What are the problems? Well, we're going to put goal here, and then we're going to write over here problems. Okay, so if we roll a 4, we're to purify or solve a problem. So when I say purify or solve a problem, it could be a ghost a cryptic that lost his teddy bear, or it felt um we're gonna do the solve a problem. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. And what I like to do is look at this one, and this is a D9. Yeah, we got a D9 here. Oh, well, look at that. Look at that. We got a D9. Okay. So we're going to put D9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. So, what problems are we going to solve for this cryptic? Maybe find an item, set it free, listen to a story, feed them. Feed them. What else? This one is a little bit. This is a new topic. So, let me see. Find an item, set it free, listen to a story, feed them. What else can we do? What kind of problem would it have? Heal them. Maybe they got hurt, so heal them. Um, well, I'll come up with more going down the line of that, and that's the best part about this. You could come back and put things in here. You can literally make tabs in here of different sections. Like you can get any old tab. Let's find a tab. Okay. Use any old tab and section off these. Like if I want to make this the main story area, I can literally make this the main story area. Or if I want to, I can make this part some notes about the character or their family or anything else. You could then tab it off, or what you can do is what I don't like my index in the front. I don't like my index in the front. I usually put my index in the back. I like putting my index in the back. So I'll put in my index, put in my numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you get it. 5. If anybody has ever done bullet journaling, you know what's happening right now. So that's literally how I do that. And it's location. Let's go to okay. So and then what I would do is build up on the story of how would I use these prompts into making entice me to write more. So I would have a weather, and I do it again, D20. And the reason why I use D20 is because usually that's the biggest dice that I have. But if you notice, I am just making lists. I am making lists of things that, I want to write about. And you don't necessarily need this either. This is literally what I would use if I can't think of anything. If I absolutely can't think of a journal entry of a of what I would write if I was to encounter a cryptid. And I would use this as a guide to help me get the creative juices flowing. So whatever you need to get your creative juices flowing. So like you could put location, you could put goals, your problems of what the cryptic would have. You have a weather. You could put moods. How is the cryptic feeling? What are they mood? What's their mood? What's their mood like? You could put in actually your own character mood. You could put it in a character mood, you know. And then interesting enough, you can actually do a tab, an area, which I'm going to make. What did the cryptic give you? Maybe they gave you something. Here's your inventory. You can literally now put in an inventory. You can list off different things that you can list off as your inventory. So items, you can put in items, right? You can put in items. So what I would do in this case is get online, find a name generator, and like list off random lists of items. Or you could go into Chat GPT. I know everybody is not in tune with Chat GPT, but I love Chat GPT for this reason. You can literally put in a prompt in Chat GPT and ask, give me a list of 20 magical items that a cryptic might give me. So you don't have to think that much. You can literally get all those items and put them here. And the way that I'm doing it is for every item that I roll up and get from the cryptic. So I would, okay, so that's how I would do it. So I would literally now this is going to be my inventory section, because what I like to do is I like to make more tables, and you can get names. You can go and get solo RPGs. Like I'm going to show you this solo RPG that I have. You could get tables from other solo RPGs like this one. okay, I have the broken cast. I can't get in it because this has numbers, but it has tables. It has all these nice little tables that I can use. You see? You know, it has these tables like a failure table. Um, let's see the backer list. So here is a loop one. So you can literally go there's loot here, there are cursed items, troll spice, grimoire keg. I ignore all the numbers in these and just write down the names. So here's some items that are cursed, right? So here's some items that I might roll up that is cursed, and I would literally just do, right. So I got cursed, D20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And these items, even though they're cursed, maybe the cryptic gave it to you so that nobody could use them or anything. They don't have to hurt you. You don't have to have anything to hurt the character in this. You can make it as cozy and as just regular as possible. You can literally have fun making your journal prompter. That's usually what I would say it is. So we got troll spice, troll spice, grimwood keg. All right. Revolutionary, we got a mimic chest. Or Nary. Oh, all right. So that's how I would do it. And if these are open ended, that's open ended. That's all I need. That's all the name I need. I can come up with a description for this. I can literally plug the name in Chat GPT and have Chat GPT do it for me. Or I will use my creativity and imagination. Use your imagination and come up with a description for these of my own free fruition. Maybe I'm feeling like this is the mimic check